Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to the Snooker 19 Pro Career with Neil Robertson. Today it is time for part 44 of Season 3, part 161 of the series as a whole for those of you who are keeping count. And today we begin our match against Ballrun Bingham, Stuart Bingham in the quarterfinals of the DAFABET Masters. Remember, if we get to the final of this event we will make it 3 DAFABET Masters finals in a row. I can't remember of many players who have done that. Really can't. But let's have a look at our competitive record against Ballrun Bingham, Stuart Bingham. So, we've got a very good record against him at the moment, and hopefully that continues today. Bear in mind that all 4 of our wins against him so far, A, have come in last 16s, and B, have all come in best of 5 matches. So, at the last 16 of the DAFABET Masters in Season 1, we beat Stuart Bingham by 3 frames to 2. In Season 1, the Coral Players Championship, we beat him by 3 frames to 0. But we've had a few close matches, as you can see, with the DAFABET Masters match and the Gibraltar Open match. But we beat him this season as well in our one and only appearance so far against Bingham this year in the China Championship by 3 frames to 1. We did get to the final of the Gibraltar Open, the final of the DAFABET Masters in Season 1. And we got to the semi-final of the China Championship in Season 3. So our omens are pretty good when we play against Stuart Bingham. I'm really surprised though we've managed to draw Stuart Bingham at this stage. You could probably hear last episode how surprised I was that in the quarter-final we're actually playing somebody lower ranked than the player we played in the last 16, which is always weird how that works out. I don't know if we are first seed for this tournament. It isn't clear, but we could well be the first seed for this tournament given that we won the tournament last year. Again, I don't really know how the seeding system or any of the tournaments work in game, to be quite honest. It's still a mystery how you're drawn against such players. I've got a theory that it's to do with your ranking status, but I won't bore you with all that claptrap rubbish. I'm going to take this bloody cushion off the back of my chair. I'll tell you what the problem is with this chair. Having the cushion on, it's a little bit too upright. If you take the cushion off, it's a little bit too bad. So there you go, there's your Toby's chair inside for the day. So here we go then for the start of a new match against Stuart Bingham. It's best of 11, so first player to 6 frames gets through to the semi-final. Should be a good one, much like that match against Sean Murphy was. Which, for some reason, I can't remember, but I'm sure it finished 6-3, didn't it? Well, we obviously won, so it wasn't 6 frames to Murphy. But I think it ended 6-3. It's been a little while since I've played Snooker 19, but that was very nearly a good shot from Stuart Bingham. Very nearly got the pot there on the red and started a break, but not really offering much more than that. It's just a shot to nothing, really. So, good shot by Bingham in the end. We'll offer a safety as well. That looks good to me. That's absolutely fine.
Very well judged shot there. He'll be aware how important.
I've had a few comments recently which are really nice, saying that our game's been better than ever. And I couldn't agree more with that. Good shot from Bingham there. Puts us in a little bit of bother because there's nothing on to pot here. We have got a bit of a problem. Very good shot from Bingham. Just going to try and get this cue ball up to bulk. It's very tricky given that... Try and gauge how hard we have to hit this. Looks a little bit soft to me, this does. Doesn't leave an automatic pot on though. Makes even that one that he's got to cut back on a little bit tricky. This is the one I'm talking about. But to be fair, it was a good shot from Bingham and he deserved everything he got there. But unfortunately, he's not in the best position now. And he's missed the blue. But where's the blue coming back to? Well, he's fluked that. Goodness me. For some reason, the camera glitched out a little bit there. I presume he was going for it to the bulk pocket. Missed it, and it just happens sometimes. If you get that close and it's got that amount... I'm amazed it had that amount of pace on it, to be quite honest. He surely wouldn't have gone for it to the middle pocket. I'm actually amazed at that. How on earth did he have enough pace to come back down the table? He must have really whacked it. But nevertheless, Stuart Bingham in first in frame 1. Got to commend him for the shot he played because it was really tricky to get out of that without leaving any shot on. Okay, we could have played it harder and potentially got safe, but just tricky to judge, especially when you don't play those sort of shots often. But all of that hard work from Bingham has been undone. He's gone for a long pot and he's missed it. So he only made 11 out of that opportunity. He's got to be disappointed with that. Does this pink go? It'd be certainly nice if it did. Looks like it does. Yeah. Good shot.
7.
Nice and straight on the next red. Pink then goes on the black spot. The beauty is that, you know, we're playing well, but we're not dominating everyone. I know we did really well against Judd Trump in that Scottish Open final. And I know I've had a few comments from people saying, well, when are you going to go to Pro Plus or whatever? Well, the truth is, I won't until we still start winning tournament after tournament, because we won the Shanghai Masters, did really well in that near the start of the season, 4 events in, and it took another 8 events for us to get to a final. So I think that's evidence enough that we're not dominating things.
Top shot.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
15.
But we've already made a break of 15 here. Very good stuff so far. We're just dialed in at the moment, but we've experienced that after the Shanghai Masters, that could just change at any moment. A few bad shots, maybe playing at the wrong time, I don't know, maybe playing an episode at the wrong time, picking the wrong time to play it and losing a match. It can knock your confidence, and all of a sudden you can lose a few tournaments of time, if you like, to get some money. Like with the English Open, that was a huge opportunity, and then that
21.
put the pressure on in a few other tournaments then. But the support for this series is still outstanding. I mean, considering we're 161 episodes in, it's quite amazing. Really is. Right, just play some top on this red. Try and come up and down, come round. Oh, unfortunately, we've hit the reds, but we've got away with it. It's actually a good split in the end. Not what we intended, just wants to come round that pack of reds, back up for the blue or something, but, I mean, we've split them, so win-win there. Can't argue with that at all. So after I thought pretty early on that Bingham was
31.
well placed to win the frame, we've actually taken the advantage ourselves. Only a break of 31. Seems a lot more than that.
32.
Certainly a lot quicker this frame than some of the Championship League frames I've been watching this week.
Not easy.
Oh dear.
Great pot.
I'm a little bit ahead, you see, so
Play there.
we're now on the day that Ronnie plays, so I'll be watching Ronnie play later in the Championship League in his group. And some of the groups so far have been pretty dodgy, in my opinion.
38.
But I think the thing is, it seems a good format, but the format on Snooker 19 is not like the format that's being done at the moment. But if you're watching this about 6 months down the line and have got no idea what I'm talking about, just search up the 2020 Championship League. Hopefully all this virus rubbish will be gone by then. Oh, well. Took our eye off the ball for a moment.
Neil Robertson.
Started yakking about real snooker.
So, this
And we're not safe in this frame whatsoever.
that's an extra.
Took our eye off the ball and missed the red.
1.
Easy to do, especially with a shot down the cushion. But it was a decent break there.
He just wants to slot this into the middle pocket.
But can Bingham clear up? Can he punish us for talking rubbish about real snooker?
8.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
14.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
So after this red, that's a good shot. That is a good shot. 2 reds left on the table, and he's put that 1 red right over the pocket, which makes it a lot easier for him. But he's just got to bear in mind, he's got to position himself really now to get on a colour, therefore to then get onto the red up bulk. But he's 10 points behind. 35 left on the table. I don't know what he's going to play here. What's he going to play? He's going to play the blue, try and get on the bulk cushion, which is smart. It's not perfect, but he should be okay.
This to drop gently into the pocket.
Only thing I will say is that he's moved quite a few of the colours around, which doesn't make this clearance as orthodox and as clear as it would be usually. But with this brown, he takes it exactly down to the colours, and we are level on scores with 27 remaining. He's not snooking himself on the green, has he? I don't think he has. I think he can see this. He can see it, but I don't think he can see the pot, so that will annoy him. It was a good opportunity, and he knows how well we're playing at the moment, and that's not the best of safeties from there. Maybe a shot just played in frustration, I don't know, but we've got to work hard because we still need to pretty well clear everything here to win the frame. But we've potted the green.
well.
That puts us back ahead in the frame.
Superb positional shot.
3.
Good chance for the brown, and this is just like any normal clearance now. Down for the blue. I mean, the pink's on the black spots, that makes it a little bit weird. But blue and pink, and I think that's frame over, so yeah. Blue puts us 10 ahead, with 13 left on the table. So don't need to worry about position on the black, just focus on position on the pink, pop the pink, and I think rather luckily, because there were a few opportunities, especially A at the start of the frame and B when we took off the RI off the ball and missed the red, that Bingham had to win the frame. But alas, it seems that we're the man, so to speak.
This pink
Just need the pink. And it's there. Great pot. And we should just be able to drop the black in.
18.
And it's first blood to us
Hit this.
in the DAFABET Masters quarterfinal. Remember, if you are new to the series, or at least new to this season, we are looking to defend our DAFABET Masters crown. We got into the final in Season 1, played against Mark Williams, and we succeeded against him. However, we got to the final in Season 1, and we lost in a 6-5 decider against Mark Allen.
Building on the momentum of
And I genuinely think this match against Bingham, it's going to be tough because he's shown some really good qualities in that first frame.
Stuart Bingham.
It's going to be tough, but I think this is a good opportunity to get through to the semi-final. Really do. And it's not a bad break-off, but he's left a red.
No more than half a chance here.
And it looks good. It's there. Opportunity that we took so well in that Scottish Open final. That's why frames just kept dropping and dropping and dropping for Judd. Because ultimately, he kept leaving the one red off the break. And we took advantage of that.
8.
But believe me, it's not a doddle to play a red off the break and then win the frame. It's really not. I'm going to try and split these reds here, you know. So risk this early on, but I can't see us doing it with the blue.
It is not bad at all.
It's a good split. It is a good split. That'll make Stuart Bingham worry a little.
9.
I must admit, I always feel a little bit, not silly, I don't quite know what the word would be to describe the feeling, but I always feel a little bit awkward when we're playing so well, because it almost feels like we're maybe on a lesser difficulty than what we should be. But ultimately, it's only the aiming aid that we can change. But this is a good start in frame number 2. We usually categorise a good first session by, this again will be the first 4 frames. I don't think I actually mentioned that, but we've been in this long match format for a while now, so I think you can just forget to mention it. We will play the first 4 frames in today's episode, and then the second session will include the match to its climax.
18.
So off this first session, my goal is usually to, well, first off, to be level pegging with our opponent. It's very important to,
He's playing for the right
well, not very
here.
important, but it's nice to go in at that mid-session interval knowing you're not behind.
That's a wonderful.
And then if you can get a 2-2, then, you know, it would be great to get 3-1. But 2-2 is always the main goal when it comes to these first sessions. We're looking okay at the moment. Again, I was saying earlier, I haven't played Snooker 19 for a little while. The Tour de France games come out this week, so I've been focusing on that a little bit more, because I had a backlog of snooker videos ready. But I thought, what better time than now to get back into it? Because you can get rusty and all that good form could go and sizzle out. But, I mean, at the moment, you know, you wouldn't think we'd had a break. We're looking as sharp as ever.
I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here. That's a beauty.
Nicely played.
32.
And this is just one of those great frames where
33.
there's plenty of options available and you don't really have to worry about making opportunities. Certainly not yet, anyway, to
No real problem.
to make a secondary split, because we will have to do that at some stage.
38.
Maybe 2 or 3 more reds that we can go for, but not too many. Risky shot, this. But it's worked out okay in the end. We'll probably have to come up for the cheap blue. I don't really fancy the black at that angle, but seeing as it's so straight, we can bring ourselves to a position that we would have been anyway to go for this red close to the black cushion. Don't want to overscrew this because we could well end up in the corner pocket, but we need to be fairly close to the cushion just to get on the red, and we've done a fine job at that.
44.
Never nice though, these shots.
Aiming for the left corner here.
But it's there. Good confident shot. Too close to the cushion though, really, there, unfortunately.
A little bit more tricky than he would have liked.
45.
I'm going to try something here. It's very much a risk. Could have even seen as stupid.
Chance nonetheless.
That's a great shot. That's an outstanding shot. When things are working for you, they just really are working. We were looking to get a split on the reds anyway. And I thought, well, the problem is if we play the black, we're just going to have to play a safety next time around. So we went for the positive shot. And we have been absolutely rewarded for playing that. And we're one step close to taking a 2-frame lead. Just have a look at these 3 reds. Bear in mind, I think they block each other, unfortunately. That's annoying. What about if we just try and... Will the red come to this corner pocket? Obviously when our cue's not in the way. Will any of them go? That one will. That one will. That one won't. So we're looking to potentially get on this red, the one furthest away from the cushion. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just have to play the black. Tricky angle though, that will be. So I guess we're just going to have to consult this shot and get on the one on the opposite cushion. I don't really like the look of any of those reds, but this one is hanging out, so we can go for that one. We can get to any of those reds providing we're in the right position, but there I just did not like the look of that at all. Get fairly straight on the pink, and we should be okay, but I need to be careful about overhitting this, because we could have a similar problem to what we had earlier, where we gave the red a harder hit than we should have done and missed it to the corner pocket, but no similar fate this time.
60.
A little bit too straight on this pink, actually, if anything. Yeah, we didn't really think about that, did we? Okay. There's 5 reds left on the table, so 67 remaining, so we just need the pink and the red, and it's frame over. So anyway, we can try and split these 2 up. It's not really worked, has it? No, unfortunately not.
56.
I don't think this will go, but I think it's worth a punt.
This is a critical shot.
Just in the corner of the pocket. It was worth the punt. It was tight, but it went.
He shuts out his opponent in this frame.
67.
I'll tell you, that wasn't bad at all, was it? Really wasn't. Really good shot.
This is being played towards the left middle pocket.
Oh, missed the pink. But are we going to get the same fortune as Bingham got earlier on? No, we're not. So Bingham might well come back to the table here.
67.
67 behind, 59 man on the table. I don't blame him for coming back. He's going to pop the red first off.
Top shot, well played.
Oh, we really didn't want to pop that second red. Obviously, that takes another 7 points off what he can get, but he's hit the pink. Well, of course he would hit the pink, you pillock. He's going for the colour. But he's got us in a snooker. Not really anything too hard to negotiate.
Stuart Bingham, 1.
Pace is the key with this shot.
And we're out of it. Again, it doesn't matter if we leave anything on. We're still a fair way in front. 15 now because he decided to play the snooker when going for the colour, which I just don't understand because it puts you another 7 points behind. So you don't achieve anything unless you get a really, really, really good snooker. So it's a big risk to take. And clearly there, it didn't pay off
Can
for
it be even further?
Mr. Bingham.
Thank you.
So we take a 2-0 lead. It looks pretty good so far. Didn't really offer much in that second frame, did Bingham, at all. This is getting to look like one of our typical recent performances, where we're just knocking the balls in, no nonsense, and playing well at the moment. And again, there's a chance to do that in the third frame. And you know that a match is going your way if you've got 2 frames out of the way in 20 minutes. Tricky though this, we're just going to have to hit and hope. Hit at some pace, try and get out of there. That's okay. We've brought the back black ball up to the bulk cushion, which actually isn't too bad. It might help us out, that. Particularly in these first few shots, just trying to work out what our strategy is in this frame.
The long pot's on, and he's going for
Tricky
it.
shots these, but I've got faith, and it's there. Remember, we just need this frame, and we will take a lead in the going into the mid-session interval, which would be great news.
Lots of power on this shot.
Really aggressive there. Maybe a little bit too aggressive. Didn't quite think it was going to come all the way back up to the bulk, but even so, it's not worked out too badly. Okay, I was going to chicken out there. I was going to go for a snooker.
He's an expert long potter.
Because there's not really too much on here, but I thought, no, we won't. I hope this blue runs. I hope it's got the legs. It's going to be close. Come on, blue. Come on, blue. Come on, blue. Well, well, well.
Not this time.
Ah,
Neil Robertson.
that's a shocker. Maybe I should have played it up behind the yellow. The only solace, as David Hendon would call it, though, is that there's not really too much of an opportunity for Stuart Bingham here, unless he smacks it into the reds.
He's taking it on.
He's going for the yellow ball, though. And he's going to have to go for a safety here. I mean, that's end of break already. Obviously, that pocket is now taken up by that blue. Smart shot. Smart shot,
Stuart
that.
Bingham, 3.
Under hit that slightly. But anything that goes towards that pocket won't go. So there's not really too much risk here. Unless you make a bad mistake. It could be a real collection of reds coming up by that pocket where the blue is. And that could be a problem. Oh, I'll tell you what though. He's played quite a dangerous shot there. That could have gone badly. Especially if he played it in the wrong way. But it's a little bit close to the cushion, I think. For it to really be tempting as a long pot from the bulk cushion. I could be wrong. Don't think I'd go for it though. Remember, blue still over that corner pocket, so any reds that float out are absolutely safe in my book. It needs to get past the blue first. Ooh, but he's hit the blue, and it's not really to his advantage. He's just tapped the blue out of the way of that pocket, frees up that pocket, and leaves the red. And we need to make sure we don't make the same mistake that led to that blue being there by hitting this too soft. It's a soft shot, but it's soft enough whilst being hard enough. I.e., it's just about perfect. So blue dispatched, put it back on its spot. It's the best place for it. Pink and black, well, black not out of commission, but with pink out of commission, it just makes it a little bit more awkward if that blue is in a place where it's not usually. Just adds to the unfamiliarity.
7.
A bit more of a scrappy frame this time out, so we just need to focus on keeping this resilience up, keeping our focus, not getting complacent. Can happen very quickly. And even talk about saying, well, you know, we could be in 3 finals in a row. It's only the quarter-final first session, for goodness sake. Let the pundits talk about that, not me.
13.
May not played that shot the best. I'm going to play a safety here. I've never really truly been comfortable in this frame. I'll be honest. I overhit that slightly, but again, we were looking for the snooker. We might not get it. No, not quite, but
Robertson,
it's a safety nonetheless. Yeah, I've never quite been comfortable in this frame so far. But he's left a red there. Just one escape from the pack. Just something about how the reds are sitting. It's not really much of an opportunity unless you completely whack everything open. I'm not really comfortable with doing that.
Pretty good to me.
I was in that second frame because it looked really good, but as you can see here, I mean, that red will go. There's one that will go. Not positioned ourselves the best to get on it, however. Really haven't. I'm gonna play the Mark Selby game here. Try and let Bingham take the difficult shots.
He's hoping to drop the white in behind the brown, I think.
Yeah, we certainly are. Maybe hit it a little bit hard. But it looks like a good safety nonetheless. Not quite the snooker, overhit it slightly. You can see these reds.
Not what he was intending.
Robertson, 1.
But he's let the reds go. And where's this cue ball going to end up? He's a lucky man, right over the pocket. But he's left a long pot on here, and you know how we like our long pots. A Robbo special. And it's there. Great pop. Where's this cue ball going to end up? Oh, man.
That's a poor shot. 1.
What do I always say? Hit and hope. Give it a good whack. Didn't listen to myself there. I would potentially jeopardise the frame because of that.
He doesn't want to overhit this.
Nope, we haven't made the black. You know how bad I am at getting out of snookers. And this gives Bingham a serious chance in frame number 3. I just don't know why. I haven't felt comfortable
It was a really
throughout.
hard shot, and it hasn't worked out for him at all.
Foul and a miss. Robertson, 1. Stuart Bingham, 7.
And Bingham's got a chance to take his first frame.
Corner. What a top pot that was.
1.
I want this to drop
I don't know
into
what,
the
but
centre
something's definitely changed.
pocket. That's a beauty.
Mindset, certainly, but I can't put my finger on what has changed here. Maybe just a bad frame, but it just doesn't feel right for some reason. Oh, the wind's picking up now, lovely. Just wanted to open the window, get a bit of air in. Maybe it's because I'm stuffed in this house too much. Right, okay. So there's 5 reds left on the table. With the colour, Bingham will take the lead of the frame for the first time.
Left centre here.
Good pot. Moves that one red.
14.
He'll go for the one close to the cushion, I can imagine here. Unless he maybe plays a long pot like a cheap blue would be. It'd be really good confidence for Bingham to clear up here. He's not really had a chance so far. And if he went 3-0 behind, he might start to get a little bit worried it could be match over. Obviously it's not, but as we saw in that final again, you know, it finished 8-4, didn't it? But it spiralled.
Down it goes.
What was it? Something like 3-2, 4-2, and then we made it to go to 8-2. It's incredible how quickly these things can swing. We saw it as well in the last 16 of the World Championships last year.
23.
We just kept losing frame after frame after frame. But Bingham looks good here to take his first frame. As I've said, something really not right in this frame. Just doesn't feel, didn't feel like a great opportunity. But it's not over yet. I feel like that red presents a little bit of a challenge.
Into the left corner pocket.
It's going to have to be a long one. So there's an element of risk involved, and it's not the straightest shot in the world.
On the long red to the corner pocket.
I said there was an element of risk,
Stuart Bingham.
and he's missed it. Well, safety's not the best part of my game either, so I'm just going to
He's taking this on.
go for this, but hit it with some pace. My issue is that bloody pink bean there. But it's there. Great pot. We played it with some power. I mean, to be honest, even if we hadn't have done it, wouldn't really have made too much difference. And we've left ourselves in a pickle again. Bear in mind, Bingham doesn't need too much to win this frame now. I'm inclined to play this shot on the pink because it doesn't make position for the yellow very easy. But what I am going to do is just play it up behind the blue. Not exactly the most advanced snooker ever, I appreciate that.
And he's played it well.
But it gives us more of a chance than any attempt at a pot would, I think. So Bingham's got out of it. Oh, he's not left it anything easy there.
He's played that very well.
He has, really has. Let's try and get this cue ball behind the brown then. This needs to be executed pretty perfectly. We've overhit it. But absolutely no pot on, so that's a good shot there. A shame we couldn't quite get the snooker. But we can still win this third frame. But where's the yellow going? He's missed it. Ooh. Will it go? It will go to that corner pocket. We like a long pot. We're going to go for it. And hit this with some pace though, much like that red earlier.
Goes. Half a chance here.
Oh, what a pot. What a fantastic pot. Okay, the position for the green's not brilliant.
2.
So I'm going to do the same with the green, I think, you know. I'm going to try and just move it. Where's it going to end up? You surely can't see that from there, can he?
Yep. Nicely done.
We've got it.
Neil Robertson.
Safety first, basically, at the moment, is the game. That's a good shot from Stuart Bingham. Hopefully this hits the green. Just the slightest of taps on it. It's just going to be one of those, is it now?
If he gets this
Tappy
right,
tappy.
it'll be a real tester for his opponent.
Well, not what he intended, but it's worked out okay.
Ooh, Bingham went for the double there. Wow. Interesting. Nearly gets the snooker on us. This could go wrong. Need the brown to come to our rescue. It isn't. And I said it could have gone wrong. Maybe should have played something a bit more adventurous. So green and brown. He's not going to go for the pot. Well, that's interesting. Really is. Because he's now left also in for a pot. That is amazing. Wow. Well, I'm amazed he's done that. Potted it.
Great shot that is.
Back to the bulk for the brown. We won't quibble because Bingham's given us an opportunity, but a bizarre shot to say the least there. So 4 balls to clear. If we clear these, we lead Bingham by 3 frames to 0. Fully in control. Despite not really being in control in this frame. But I'm not going to complain. It's not over yet though. Still need pink and black. Pink will put us level pegging, so it will come down to the black. We are pretty straight on the pink though, so it is going to be a long pot along the cushion, but we're not too bad at those either. So pink's there, comes down just to this black. We don't need to hit it at any sort of pace. We've got nothing to position ourselves for. Just make sure we pot the ball, and obviously don't pop the cue ball after it.
For the frame.
So this for the frame, and it's there. 3-0 up, ladies and gents. With a frame remaining in the session, we confirm that going into that interval, we will lead Stuart Bingham by at least 2 frames, if not 4.
Neil Robertson.
Just not really played with much conviction today. Some strange decisions in that safety battle. I mean, when we lined up that green, he could have gone for the green, and in my opinion, should have done. Because if he had done, I think he'd have won the frame. But alas, he didn't go for it. He's played a very good shot there, though. Once again, safety first. No point trying to do anything extravagant here. He's come back to the butt cushion. That's not bad. He could have a go at a red, but being 3-0 down, maybe he might not have the confidence.
This is a half chance.
He's going for it, and he's not playing it with much pace, so this could be a chance. And he's potted it by hook or by crook. He's not really left himself on anything easy, though. He's going to play the yellow with some power, and he's missed it. That's not a surprise, given the way Bingham's played so far. It really isn't. I do wonder why players play that sort of shot. It just smells of you've missed it. It really does. So another opportunity. Again, we can... I know I've said this plenty of times, but we can only play who we are up against. We can only face who we're up against. Really good opportunity, though, here. If we can get the position right.
Aiming to sink this into the right corner.
Good pot.
In it goes.
Okay, we've overdone that, but it's always tricky to tell when you're on that top cushion.
8.
Oh, great. I'm really happy about some updates on the computer that are about to be done. Doesn't bother me. Black obviously off its spot now, which doesn't really help massively, but it does leave all these reds open, so that's a positive. Play that with just enough power to be able to line up for the next red. 147's on, but not for long. Still haven't made a 147, by the way. Our highest break on Snooker 19, I believe, is a 140. But at the end of the day, as long as it's over 70 most of the time, you win the frame.
15.
It'd be great to make a 147 on one of these episodes, though, at some point. I don't think it's particularly anything you plan. It just comes upon you. But it won't be happening in this frame.
16.
But this is a good opportunity. And with this, we could lead 4-0 in the DAFABET Masters quarter-final.
With the long pot attempt.
We've really made these long matches our own.
As smooth as you like.
And this is the last of the 3 tournaments where we said we were going to do the long matches. But as I've stated before, and I continue to state, I think we'll do this for a little while longer. Apart from a few events like the smaller tournaments, there's no need why we not do these longer matches for any tournament.
22.
I think it makes things a lot more exciting.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so...
But your suggestions are always welcome. What tournaments you think we ought to do the long matches for. And don't say for the snooker shootout.
27.
Because unfortunately you've got absolutely no option there. This is a good chance to get a split here. Where's the cue ball going?
Not the best split.
It's okay. Not the best split. And where's this cue ball going to finish up?
28.
Oof, just about okay. Another % more and we could have been in trouble there. Right, we'll play this shot that the AI often plays so wrong. Hopefully right. Bang on, lovely pot.
That's great.
We like a long pot.
Excellent.
Really do.
35.
If you play it pretty much straight, the positional guide can give you a good guide of whether you're going to pot it or not.
Tremendous pot.
But this is a great chance.
Doing there. Really good.
36.
And we haven't really played to our best ability, to be honest. There's been some poor shot choices made. But Bingham hasn't took advantage at all.
43.
And at 4-0, it's a long way back. Really is for Bingham. The winner of the DAFABET Masters in real life this year. That seems like an absolute eternity ago now. For all this lockdown business. Six reds left on the table. No, it's not the Six Reds World Championship. In fact, there's 7 reds left, so it can't be the 6 reds World Championship.
Pace.
Breaker 51 though here. Decent chance for our first century of the match. Need to win the frame first though before worrying about anything like that.
Top of his game at the moment.
52. 59.
So this red and the black will put us 4 frames ahead. Quite an amazing lead to have at the mid-session interval. But we've controlled the match. Not really too much of a surprise.
For a colour.
60.
And it's there. So we're 67 ahead with 67 left. So it's just the red. I think I said the colour, didn't I? Apologies. We do need the red.
So, just the red required here.
And it's there. So barring snookers, we take a 4-0 lead
On his opponent
in this match.
68.
Not really the best positional shot, but oh well.
looking to play this with a lot of power.
Play with a lot of power. We haven't got much to lose, but we just brought it
About that.
up and down the table. Not really worked at all. And Bingham will probably come back to the table there. Maybe should have considered we should get the split, but we should be okay, you would think. Just get this cue ball back up to bulk. Absolutely no problem with leaving these here. Just makes it more tricky for Bingham to play a safety.
Neil Robertson, 72. Frame conceded.
And he doesn't bother.
Frame, Neil
He
Robertson.
absolutely doesn't bother. And what a great session that was. We lead Stuart Bingham
Frame.
at the mid-session interval by 4 frames to 0. That was probably the best return Snooker 19 I possibly could have had. And if you enjoyed that, leave a like down below. It really helps, and it's the best way, to be honest, leaving a like, that you can support the channel, gets my videos seen by more people, and that would be great to see. Also, comment your thoughts, subscribe for regular Snooker 19 content on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and on a Sunday at 6 PM. And of course, in the next episode, we will see the climax of the match. Who knows? Bingham might well come back into it. But it's a first to 6, and we've got 4 of those 6 in the first session. But it's a long way back now for Ball Run Bingham to get to the semi-finals. Anyway, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, as I said before. Remember, during these times, I always keep saying, remember to take safe, take care, take safe, stay safe. I always get these the wrong way around. But this virus, it's not over. The fight is not over yet, especially in this country. But that's all I'll have to say about the virus today. No need to talk about that. All about snooker, and I hope you've enjoyed the snooker content today. Thank you for watching, and until the next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye for now.